a pulled hamstring and a herniated disc, so I'm in pain.
You look pretty chipper for a guy who's so much.
What are you gonna do? Please, look at where we're at. Come on. I dare us to compete.
Glimpses of Lucius and how much we'll dive more into his background in season 3?
I think that only in the small bits, right? Because all this is background in a way, right? Into what we're background of the Lucius and the Bruce and the Gotham that we already know. So then I think we're going to learn more and more about him to support what we already assume. That's an average answer to that question. We're starting bad. Let's get better. That's my fault.
So, the relationship with Bruce, young Bruce, how is that going to change this season?
Well, it doesn't change. It gets kind of fuller as we ended last season. Lucius fell out of love with Wayne Enterprises because he's so corrupt. And now we're moving towards how then does he help Bruce, which is now he's lending his services to GCPD, which is still in service of Bruce. Like he never detaches from that overall objective of keeping Bruce safe and supporting Bruce in whatever way he needs.
What about the relationship with Alfred? Do you think that, do you foresee them?
Oh, Alfred's my main man.
Okay.
Anybody that's protecting Bruce is a friend of Lucius. Like we were just talking the other day, somebody said that scene where Alfred threatens you, and I'm like, you guys misunderstood. We're not, that's not a fight. That's two people who are flexing and like, you got his back, and we're good. We're good. So yeah, they're vested buds. They just have a completely different way of dealing with everything.
Yeah, and I was wondering, because in some ways they're going to end up being like his two father figures. It's
true, and also Bruce, as we start to see, he's developing his own.
Yeah.
So he has two great pots to pick from, and he'll develop his own path, and that's a good answer I just gave.
I love it.
Nice.
Alfred's not playing sort of the far right Bruce side. So would you see that maybe Bruce's relationship with Lucas might be like kind of a brother dynamic?
I think there is more of like an uncle brother thing, because Alfred is obviously the guardian. Alfred has been there longer, and Lucius is, I feel like we connect on a completely different level than Alfred is. Yes.
I like that.
Killing the game.
Now, when are we going to see more gadgets?
Look at you. Look at you. You just keep watching season 3.
Oh, really?
That's what you
Okay.
do. You just keep watching season 3. That was an answer, not answer.
Yeah, but it was a good answer. I mean, it makes me want to watch.
Big time. I'm more in the Marvel world. I know. But what are you gonna do? I grew up. That's just the thing. I mean, I was a Superman, Batman, and then Marvel, but the Marvel universe man. So I lean over into the Dark Knight, and also DC animation. Oh my god! Look, Marvel's gotta catch up. I don't understand.
Isn't Marvel winning enough?
It's true. It is DC's world. The animated world. I mean, I can talk about it all day. I don't even want to get on it. I think it is. Like, I'll look and be like, when is the next one? When is the next? You finish one and it makes you go, okay, they're the best of this. They're insane. So I'm a huge fan of the novels, of the comics, but the animation is, to me, and obviously Christopher Nolan's thing.
Does it feel cool to be part of the legacy now? I mean, you know what I mean? That's got to be something.
I think it's a very special thing to be part of this. Now we're in the universe. We're however long the show lasts, we're now a part of the story. You know, some comic books make it 10 years, some make it 2, and whatever length we have, we got to be a part of developing this story. And so people will always think about it when they're like, yeah, but in that version, and that's cool. That's really cool.
It's like actors who play James Bond, right? They say, oh, now you're part of it.
You're James Bond forever.
James Bond. That's forever.
It's really cool.
What other characters in this universe would you like to see Lucius interact with?
I'd like to see more of Lucius and Nigma, because the battling minds of it all. That's probably the main one, because everyone else uses violence, and that's not Lucius's bag. You know, so like the dueling of intellect is a very interesting thing to me. You didn't like that answer?
No, I like
Are you
it.
mad at that?
I really like that answer.
Okay, good. I just felt insecure.
The theme of the show, which to the character that their parents are, you know, a very important part of their life and so on. Might we ever see Lucius' parents?
I would hope so. Yeah, someone else actually said if you had a guest star who would come on, and I said I have no idea. And they said, so when Aretha Franklin came on, I said, Lucius's mom.
Amen. Let's do that.
I don't think Morgan wants to be my dad. He'd be like a good uncle. He'd be a good uncle.
Never say never.
Idris Elba as Lucius Fox is his dad.
Any reason to get him on the show, right?
Yeah.
Any reason to get him on this show?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, you guys got Paul Rubens last year.
Oh, he was so great too.
That's true.
Yeah.
You never know.
So great. It's true. You never know. You never know.
So what, can I ask you, I'm sorry, what about the role itself that attracted you? I mean, was it because you were into some of the comics and the animated series, or was it like...
It was partly, what attracted me to Lucius is partly that, being attracted to the whole world, being a part of the canon of the storytelling, but also everything I typically play is really dark and really mean and dangerous, and it was nice to be a good guy. It was nice to be a really smart good guy, because typically I'm either a really smart, very dangerous person that kills people. And I was good with that. I mean, I can't wait to go back, but this is a great little like rest from that, having nightmares. That was sad. They were like, therapy. I don't have therapy. But if I did, it'd be fun. What else?
Where would you like to see Lucius go as a character? Forget the writers and that sort of thing. Where would you like to see him?
I mean, I want to see exactly what you were saying before. It's like, I'd love to see more of his family. I'd love to see what employs him to want to be such a huge part of Bruce's life, a huge part of justice. What happened to him? That he ended up on the good side in such a place, that's so easy to be bad, especially with Lucius' skill set. He'd be the richest bad guy in Gotham. So what is it that made him decide to, I better stick to justice? And part of that is the relationship with Thomas Wayne, which, you know, it's doubtful we'll see because he's gone. But, you know, hopefully a flashback or two and we can see more of what was planted in him that way. I'll lean to this side because it's better. There's more hope there. He's like a little beacon of hope in a very dark place. I want to see why. It's a great question. It's a great question.
Now this will sound like a very weird question though.
We're going from great to weird. Why?
You know what?
Take
Weird
away
advice. Yeah. So you have a very specific voice as Lucius. You know, he has a very Is that a lot different from how you're talking to a lot of so like when you getting to the character so how did the voice come to be?
Well, in here it's loud, so I'm talking really and this is gonna be so technical.
Yeah, I
want that answer.
Yeah, I want that.
Okay, so right now, like in this environment, when you're talking to a lot of people, I end up talking up here, which is not really my genuine voice. It's my like loud, can you hear me voice? And Lucius talks more in here because he's so grounded and he's so like he's not bothered. Even when he's stressed out, he has like an ease about him and a melody about him, and that's what I've decided. I made that choice.
He also looks so analytic when he's talking to someone.
Oh yeah, he's very. It's like he's measured about everything he does. So that's why when in the end, like the end of last season, when it was like a bomb, he's off center, and that's not common that he's so off center, and so he's all over the place. Like I don't know what that is. Huh? What? I don't know. He can't wait to be back. Like hey, Lucius.
When you do that, you sound like Morgan Freeman.
Damn it, Morgan! Damn it, Morgan! Yeah. No, but there is something about him that does rest in like a very calm place. He has to be. Because you see Alfred is like wanting to beat everybody down. And if I'm the other, the left brain of Bruce, somebody's got to be like, okay, you could kill him, but you could also talk to him. And so somebody's got to be there.
I like that. The left brain, right brain.
Yeah, like it's kind of how we are Batman. We are Batman. We should all make sure we're Batman. We should make sure it's we are Batman.
Buddy Cop.
Yeah, that's what Batman.
I always imagine Buddy Cop drama between
You want me?